Yo, what's going on? What's up? What's up? This is your boy Big Miz from the zoo. And this is a story, this is a area of the chain gang that I usually don't talk about. And I was waiting for a time to do so. But I think this time is definitely in need. It's definitely in need to talk about this angle of the chain gang. This is not something that you usually hear coming from content creators, but this day right here was a special day inside the chain gang. And it was the time that my man Barkeem went home. Alright, yo, this is your boy Big Miz from the zoo. And yes, I'm back with another story. And this story comes from a whole different angle, a whole different light, a whole different train of thought when it comes to the chain gang. And I saw it, this joy or this passionateness, or even the form of, like, you see a shell of a man where he don't even know what's going on when he hear certain words get put together in a row and it's directed to him. How you would act, what you would do next, what your next move will be. And this right here stopped the whole big yard one day, man. This is one of my best stories to tell. And what I saw, man. Like, look, I'm gonna take y'all to Ware State Prison, Level 5 camp in Georgia Department of Corrections. And when I got there, and I was learning about the different people that was on compound and all that, and the brothers is taking me onto the big yard, we walking that whole big yard and we talking. And in every chain gang, you'll notice it's an OG running the big yard the whole time. And y'all know what I'm talking about. He running the big yard the whole time. And when he coming behind you, like, yo, coming up. Going past, and he's the most pleasant speaking, respectful dude that usually be in the chain gang. And be that dude that runs the yard the whole time. A old head. And when he ran past us that time, they told me, yeah, that's Barkeem right there. You know what I'm saying? He been down for like 18, 19 years already, something like that. Maybe even more. But he looked fit. He looked at half his age. And this dude was a solid individual. When they talked about him with respect. In the last situation he ever got into, him and 3 other gang members went at it because he was being so humble in the dorm, so they wanted to try him up because they was on the floor in that dorm. And they ran to his cell and they got drugged out of his cell. Listen to me. 3 young boys ran in his cell, tooled up, but got drugged out of his cell individually. And he holding them, 2 of them by the bottom of their pants, holding them, bringing them down the stairs. Doom, 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 doom. They coming down the stairs, he bringing them. Yeah, he a little scarred up, but he dragging 2 of them, and he about to go get the other one. Throw them down by the door. Now, yo, get these niggas up out of here. What's wrong with y'all, man? Y'all should just leave niggas alone. Niggas that don't want no problems, leave them alone. Like, he was on it like that. And that was the story that he told. Like, the last thing that they said about him is how he handled 3 young boys. And cats didn't mess with him since. And he was like, yo, leave Barkeem alone, you know? He not playing the radio. That's what they used to say. He's not playing the radio, or he don't play the radio. And I'm like, all right, no doubt. Like, when you look at him, he give you a look like he's saying right to you, and then it's going through you. Like, he already know what's up with you by meeting you. And they told me that he been waiting on parole. He done got sent off like 2 or 3 times. They pushing it back 5 years, 5 more years, 5 years. Like, They was doing him the worst way, but he will always be inside of the little library trying to give that time back. And he'll be always talking about how he about to go home soon. But every time he goes to habeas corpus court, they send him back with his head down. But he'll get up on that big yard. He'll run the big yard. He'll run. And I remember, like, after being at Weird State for like a year, we was all on the big yard. There was something going on, man. I think it was some type of tournament with football or something like that. It was something going on. I think it was flag football. And they was looking for Barkeem. He had his headphones on, doing the same routine, using the time he got for the small yard to go ahead and run his route. And while they looking for him, running around, he from here, doing the same thing, running past people. Oh, boom, he going. Man, some of these young boys stopping like, yo, Barkeem. They stopping like, the CO looking for you, bro. It seems like it's something important, bro. The CO looking for you. And you're like, and now he doing his little walk. Barkeem got a little walk on him. He doing his walk, but he'll run, but he got a little walk on him. He going over there to the officers saying, what's going on, man? Because he was the type, he didn't want to talk to no officers. He had no words for officers. There was nothing they can say to him. He already know what he got to do. He do everything he got to do. He just don't play the officers tight. But he's standing there, he asking them, what you call me for? Because I was running. This is how I clear my mind. What's up? And like, go back to the dorm and go pack it up. When they said these words to him, you could have said that in Arabic. You could have said that in any type of foreign language possible. It could have been in the hieroglyphics. You could have sent it to him because that's how he received it. He was standing there looking at him like if the man just ascended down from heaven, stood there and said, yo, I'm ready to take you with me. He was just standing there. And I remember walking up and people was talking like, yo, Barkeem, you going home, baby. You going home, baby. Hitting him on his chest. Hit him on his chest, like, you going home. One of the cool dudes that knew him, another old head that did like 20, 30 years. He hit him on his chest, like, you going home, baby, you going home. And he's standing there. A whole shell. You see the dynamics of what the prison did to him. All from the time that I was not there to the time that I was standing right there in front of him. I'm watching him go through levels and levels and years and standing in one place. People is running up from the tournament and everything, running over to him because they heard that Barkeem was going home. This is the man that worked the hardest in damn near every prison there was that tried to get people home. He done got people to go home on their own charges, but he couldn't get himself out. But this day he did. Everybody was standing around Barkeem. We was all looking at him. And he was so much in shell shock. His happiness, once he started to crack a smile. Everybody, I don't care what type of crime you had, how much time you already did, how many cats you pour out, how many times you been poured out, what type of gangster thing you was on, any level, I don't care. Even the COs, they was all sitting there like this. Some of them got it running down their face. And I'm so overwhelmed by him. And I know that I was going home soon, but I was overwhelmed by him. You know, the man couldn't take a step. He couldn't take a step. He was trying. He doing this. He couldn't take a step, bro. It rocked his whole equilibrium. It took everything from him. The thing that he wanted the most, he could not even do. He couldn't do it. The day that Barkeem went home is monumental for a lot of people. His release date was better than mine. How about that? Watching him go home and the joy that he had, and it took him a long time to get out those doors. But he put so much work in. So much work. And just thinking about the situation again and reliving it and looking at him and looking at the crowd and how everybody was tearing and people walking off, some people boo-hoo crying, boo-hoo-hoo crying. Because somebody else is going home. It was dynamic. I felt the chain gang that day. In a whole different way, I felt it. I felt the pain inside the chain gang that day. What the chain gang really meant, for real. With it, everything. It broke it down to a science for me. And hold on. It broke it down to a science to me. This video right here is one of my most special videos, my most important videos, to let y'all know that I seen Barkeem go home. I don't know if y'all ever been around a Barkeem or any inmate or convict like that in any county jail, prison, or chain gang penitentiary, where feds, anywhere. When you see somebody like that leave, man, that's an experience. That's an experience and a half, man. I think I started really walking straight and getting my mind all the way together after I saw him leave that prison. I really did, man. He never was to be talked about again. He didn't come back. He wasn't a repeat offender. He didn't come back to the prisons. He went off to live his life, and I hope he's still doing good to this day. If he hasn't already passed, and inshallah, I hope he has not. But to Barkeem, man, I watched you go home, bro. That was real. Yo, for all the people that see this story, please learn from it. Please understand what I meant about Barkeem going home and the dynamics of this video. And this is why I ask y'all to pay attention to my videos. Please take heed to them. Try to find a safe thing to do outside in these streets, and don't do nothing stupid when you find yourself in somebody's county jail, prison, or chain gang. Once again, I saw Barkeem go home. What an honor. Peace.